Yo, what's up with it? It's your boy Noonie. This is Leo in the third house. Back with another reading. This is going to be a reading for the sign of Sagittarius. Hey, before what I was doing was I was doing the reading before, and then I would have the name, the tags of the actual signs in here in this jar, and I would just pick them out at the end of the reading. Well, Sagittarius, you the last one, so we didn't have to pick you out the jar. We knew it was you. You are the culprit. All right, so we're doing a reading. Basically see what's going on with Sagittarius. All right, so your overall energy, let's get that started. That was fast. Time to give rather than to take. So it's your time to be sharing. It's your time to be on the other side of the fence, to give to other people. It's your turn. You know, maybe this is a situation too where you've been too critical. You know, expected things to be a certain way and they didn't turn out that way. Yeah. Yep. Yep. So you need to use inner God. Okay. Wow. It's not that bad. It's not bad. It's just like, oh, that's a lot of energy here that you're not in the best of moods. Okay. All right, so I'm getting like you're having like a lack of a social life, right? So lack of a social life is the vibe I'm getting here. Might have to do with work, because you work feels like hold on, I'll get there. Yo, Sagittarius, every time I do a reading for y'all, the same card, show the world the real you, comes out. Okay, so it's obvious that you guys aren't being in your power, right? Right now, it's like you had to do some type of walking away from someone, from a situation, maybe a friend group, or you're feeling like you're just being alienated from a friend group. It's like you watching other people out enjoying themselves, and you're feeling like, hey, here I am. I'm just here by myself. You know, maybe you're feeling like you might secretly feel like you're winning, but you aren't really for sure if you're winning, because it's kind of like you're watching other people enjoy themselves. All right, so you could be focusing on a Leo, but you don't have to be, or you could just be having at this moment some type of inner struggle, inner conflict with yourself, where you're actually working on building up your confidence. It might be at work. You might be trying to take control of something at work, or trying to build up your confidence at work. But there's a decision that's going to be needing to be made, and it has to do with you being afraid to take this leap or take this new journey, going somewhere else. It's basically into the unknown. I would say into the unknown. I say the unknown, but you may be somewhere that you're aware of where you want to go. It's just unknown of the actual, like, you know how when you want to go from, let's say that you're from Florida and you want to go to New York. If you've never been to New York, that's pretty much an unknown place to you. Like, you've heard about it, you're kind of familiar with what may be going on there, but you're not exactly sure of the exact details of what you may encounter. And that's sort of the energy of what you're worrying about right now. It's like you're not for sure of what energy you might encounter within making this decision in the near future. All right. But it's going to cause you to have to basically like to gas yourself up, talk yourself up. This may be unconventional, and you're going to need to use a lot of pride, and not pride, but a lot of passion, a lot of drive. Like, you really need to use your masculine energy to go after this situation. It's something that's not traditional. It could be work, could be a relationship. You know, like, you have this desire to go after what you really want. And that's the Sagittarius way. You guys are impulsive, but you guys are fiery and passionate. And when you want something, y'all go get it. All right. And so you have this energy of doing that. And it's saying, show the world the real you. So you haven't been doing that. All right. So don't be in here talking about, I've been doing that. I always go get what I want. Don't be that person, because that's not you right now. Okay. All right. So there's some feeling of unorthodoxness going on, right? Could be at work, could be in a relationship, could be, you know, I'm seeing 3 conflict, could be a third person party, right? This really could be. When I say third person party, it just means that there's more people than just you and them. Could be work, could be friends, could be family, could be other lovers. You know what I mean? It's one of those things. And you're gonna be needing to make a decision here and limit the self-criticism, the self-judgment that you got. All right. there's an intent that you have, or there's an idea that you have, or there's like a desire that you have to go after something that's not traditional, right? It's not what we in society would consider, normal behavior or a normal way of being. But you might have been too critical about or too analytical of the situation. You might have been too pushy, expecting things to be perfect, like practicing perfectionism. So that's probably why you're afraid to actually take the brand new start too, because you're afraid that this may not be perfect. It may not pan out the way that you've analyzed it, but nothing ever turns out the way we pick it or that we've drawn up. Sometimes there's improvisation that needs to be made. So we don't have to worry about that. But your advice here is to go after those things that you want. Go after these things that seem non-traditional or weird to you. That don't seem like they fit with society's belief. That's the Sagittarius way. There's energy of you just being afraid to leap, but you need to show the world the real you. The real version of you is fearless. The real version of you is adventurous. The real version of you makes steady decisions. They pass judgment because they have higher information or a higher knowing. You have judgment here, and you have the Hierophant, which lets me know that there's like a higher information that you carry. You have more information than the average person. Sometimes it's traditional and non-traditional information. So like a wider range of things. That's what's actually put you up into this kingly position, where people respect you. And so you're needing to show that version of you and not be as critical. Go after those things that you want to go after. And stop overthinking it. That's what I'm getting. Like, stop overthinking this situation. Because you come into the situation like conflicted, not exactly happy, and you're watching others like enjoy themselves. You're watching others like just socialize and be themselves. Meanwhile, you're kind of holding yourself back. Because maybe you feel like this is not understood by society, or it's not appreciated by, cultural standards, societal belief, by societal standards, but your advice is to go after that. Show the world the real you. It's also connected to you making a choice or a decision, paying attention to the signs and the synchronicities that are showing themselves to you, taking the call to action and making a leap. But there's an energy of you being afraid to leap, even after you've seen all the signs, even after you've seen the synchronicities of how things have lined up and matched up to make sense to you, even after you've heard the call to action and you've gotten everything that you needed to do it, there's still a fear of you taking the leap. So, your advice is show the world the real you. Maybe you need to detach from this situation. You might be adding too many emotions to this whole situation. You need to I'm getting that you need to actually like spill the beans. You know what I mean? Like spill the beans is kind of energy I'm getting. Like you need to let it out. Let it out. Let it rip. All right. So yeah, you have a fear of like either people being jealous of you, or I'm feeling like there's this energy of people being jealous of you and like nitpicking or tit for tatting with you. All right, because, okay, so your power is this. Your power is going to be in this sporadicness, all right? Your likely outcome is prosperity lies ahead, right? But it's going to lay in like, it may take you some time to get there because you also have the Knight of Pentacles as your reverse, as your likely outcome, but it's in reverse, which also has to do with like sporadic energy. There's still an energy of it being routine, right? But it's in your type of style of routine. So you may not keep it consistent every day the same way, but the fact is you still keep putting the effort at it. It's spontaneous. The Knight of Pentacles in reverse could be also slow moving or non-moving at all. But I also look at it as like spontaneous, because there's still an energy of it being able to move. You just may not see it as moving. It's not being perceived by you as moving in any direction, right? And that has to do with your creativity and your drive and your passion, your routine. So that's what you're needing to work on, a routine. You need to build a routine. And that's what's going to like increase your passion and increase your drive to go after things, right? Because you've lost this drive to be impulsive. and creative, and to express yourself in like a childish manner. And that's really what people liked about you, is kind of the energy I'm getting, because that was what had you going out. That's what makes you social. But you're holding yourself back and being too critical of yourself and not paying attention to all the signs and synchronicities that are being shown to you to take the leap. It's the energy of you being afraid to show who you really are. But when you do this in the way that you really are, the way that you are is like impulsive. It's not really always so structured. It's kind of sporadic and spontaneous, right? And it can be a bit childish, with the way that you express yourself. But by doing that, the prosperity that you're looking for is gonna leave there. You may need to build you a routine of some sort, but it doesn't have to be a strict routine. It just needs to be a routine that you can get with, that you can be consistent with, even if it's sporadic for you. It needs to be a routine that brings you some type of passion to it and kind of pushes you over the edge. Because you have a fear of actually like being pushed over the edge. So you need a routine that just pushes you past your boundaries just a little bit. All right, because there's an energy of it being like stable for you and reliable and steady, but you just have to get it started. You have to be able to go after that, right? Yeah. I'm feeling like it might have to do with your work or the relationship. But it's just the beliefs that you believe, you feel that others may not believe in, or that the way that you're trying to do this, to go after this, you feel that others may not agree with it. And it's not their responsibility to agree with it. This is your life. This is your choice. This is your decisions. You have to make this choice and decision for you. You need to show the world the real you. We'll value you more for being who you are than who you think you should be for us. All right? And once you discover that and give to the world who you are and not who you think you should be, your prosperity lies ahead of that. All right. It's not going to look the way that everybody else expects it to look for your life, Sagittarius. So that's what you probably need to get out of your head about. It's not going to look how you think everybody else would look. This could be a divorce, right? This could be like, changing the form of a relationship. Then maybe you're conflicted. There was a fight and you wanted to walk away, and you might have looked at like a third person party where there's somebody else that was involved. Could have been a Leo, could have been a Sagittarius, could have been a Taurus, could have been an Aries, an Aquarius, a Virgo. But you weren't paying attention to the signs and synchronicities. You were paying attention to them now. And so now there's a call to action, but you're afraid to take a leap or start a new beginning. All right, there's like this feeling of jealousy, or other people being jealous of you, or other people. I'm just getting like an energy of jealousy. I don't say of other people, but I'm getting like jealousy of other people or jealousy of you. And there's like promiscuity as well. So maybe that's what you're thinking about, is like the promiscuity of a situation, some type of surprise. I don't know why I went into all of that. But I'm getting like there's a new beginning for you, possibly. But it lies in possibly slowing this situation down, and building something that's not traditional, that's not normal. It's sporadic. It's kind of sporadic and like sexual. That's really what it is. It's like sporadic and sexual, or sporadic and passionate. That's what I'm getting. Okay, so this is what you got. Gratitude. Thank you. This is a heartfelt thanks to someone, from someone who you recently helped in some way. I, your guardian angel, also wish to thank you for the unconditional love you emanate to the earth, humanity, and those around you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You are eternally blessed. May peace, grace, and love forever guide you along your sacred path. Okay. And then you have prayer. Dear guardian angel, help me dissolve past guilt or regret. Help me to see that all is always in perfect and divine order. Help me to let go of the fear that I project on my future. Help me to live fully within each precious moment and feel your eternal love and within me and around me. Help me to realize and fulfill my true potential. Thank you. All right, Sagittarius, that's what I got for you. Thanks for watching. This is your boy Noonie. This is Leo in the third house.